Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Prime Minister says NHD is fulfilling mandate for accessible housing. Prime Minister Under Holness has once again come to the defense of the National Housing Trust NHD. Speaking at a handing over ceremony of units in Twickenham Glade, St. Catherine yesterday, the Prime Minister reiterated that the Trust is fulfilling its original mandate for accessible housing.
Since we have taken office as well, we have also changed policy in favor of contributors and non-contributors to bring interest rates to their present levels, which are very low. I mean, if you earn $15,000 a week or less, the interest rate on your mortgage is zero. Zero. You can get a grant from the NHD of up to 2.5 million, a grant. That is, we take up the money and give it to the beneficiary. The development at Ruthven Road will have no such subsidy. The persons who are likely to benefit from those housing developments will pay close to market cost, if not market cost, and they will not necessarily benefit from the salary band, so they will be paying close to market in interest rates as well. That development will be used in the sense that whatever we make of that development, which is not much, all of that goes back into the NHD for further use in developing projects like this one. So it kind of rubs me the wrong way as well when I hear the blanket criticisms without context of what the NHD is doing. As if to say that the construction of one development on Ruthven Road somehow immediately destroys and deprives everyone else of housing. Without context, as if to say the people who will benefit from Ruthven Road are not contributors as well. That is the mandate of the NHD. It is to build housing for contributors.
Vice President of PSOJ cautiously optimistic about tourism growth despite emergence of Omicron. Vice President of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, John Blythe, says he remains cautiously optimistic about growth in the tourism industry despite the emergence of the new Omicron variant of COVID-19. Blythe says the country has shown it has a system of management of the virus that works.
I am still cautiously optimistic that, we have proven with our major market. Our major market is really North America, but it also includes Canada and the UK, that we have the movement of visitors to Jamaica and that we have a structured system of protocol management at work. So, if once good sense prevails, there is a proof of concept that people can seamlessly travel to Jamaica and return to their homes without issue. Travel bans basically are lockdowns until you can work out how you are going to manage the risk. So they in and of themselves were never supposed to be the tools used. It was to build the capacity for treatment and to develop what processes you'd have to use to manage. I think we need to take a look at what has taken place over the period of time, because we can use a playbook from when the Delta variant hit. And yes, you're perfectly right. The first thing that happens is there tends to be some jitters until people feel some level of understanding, and that affects the travel bookings, etc. But what we are finding is that whereas in the initial stage of the pandemic there was a blow to the confidence levels, we found that after the Delta, it bounced back very quickly. We have been projecting somewhere around a 70% of 2019. We feel that December will actually be higher than that. Of course, you know that the first couple of weeks of December are always quite slow, and then it picks up towards the end of December. We have a cruise call itinerary for Jamaica, or schedule I should say, and that is looking very, very strong, somewhere around nearly 70% of what 2019 was. Mm-hmm. And that uplift has started already, but you're going to see it climb very quickly going into the later weeks of December? Well, I believe that what the Prime Minister has said, that we are living with COVID, and as a result, we need to find the smart ways, the scientifically informed and responsible way for the reopening. I believe that we need to put that charge to both the government and the private sector to work through areas outside of the tourism now, that we can roll out what we've learned so that we can have a sustained reopening whilst monitoring to make sure if we need to make adjustments, we can.
Andre Hall creating his own niche in the pandemic.
Actually, I've been here like from September. I used to be here just on weekends, but people request more days. Basically, it's the pandemic, the corona, that led me to venture in something like this, because people is more health conscious at this time. So I started out as just doing a healthy smoothie, just healthy stuff. And with guidance from a few people, they say like I should venture in also milkshake and more stuff. So I did that. So I have like milkshake, pina colada, daiquiri frozen lemonade, and of course the fruit smoothie. I also want to be different from other smoothies places, because I did a research in the Mapen here and other smoothies places. And I realized that okay, there's a few smoothie places, but what can I come with also different? So it led me to this shop. I want to do something mobile that if it don't work in one place, I can move, I can go to another area. I choose this location because it's off the highway. A lot of, like hundreds of cars pass through daily. So I'm thinking even 20 cars has to stop and try our smoothie. I used to be in the Cayman Island. I was working in the Cayman Island in Margaritaville in the sales department, and I lost my job because of the COVID, and I decided to come back home, and I'm not gonna sit down. I tried applying in places, but because of the pandemic, hard to get jobs. So I decided, I had this dream for a while now, but it wasn't like at hand at the same time. So basically the pandemic speeded it up and led me right here to Total Blend Smoothie Bar. It was a health conscious based on the pandemic also, where a lot of people is health conscious. So I said I'm going to venture in the smoothie health-wise. So I use basically the natural sweetening, as the honey sweetening and the cane juice, stuff like that for my sweetening. So I did research to get the health benefits. Hours at night I researched. My plans for the venture at the moment is getting them across the island, because I realize a lot of people like find it very unique and different, which that was the idea, because I like to stand out in whatever I'm doing. So people like come up to me like where I get it and stuff like that, and I should come to Spanish Town, come to Portmore, come to Linstead. That's what I've been getting from customers. And is this the only location at the moment? Yes, but I'm thinking to get it across the island. So that's actually my goal and plan.
Dad has newfound love and respect for women after witnessing childbirth.
Thursday, boy, I'm not gonna lie, everything come like, me turn idiot, me turn fool. Because the first part, me should start snap her finger. So I asked her, I say, I want to go, and she said she feel pain.
She was due to have baby. Her due date was close?
No, yeah, December, but we don't know which date in December. So one time she saw clap her finger now, and I asked her, I say, I want to go, and she said she feel pain. She said she feel pain. So I say, eh? She said, look like she hope to have a baby. And I said, remember the last time we get the car for you, and we go, it's too early. You see me, so she have to come back. So I asked her, I said, you sure? She said, yeah, if we call somebody. Them time the rain fall Thursday, you know, I go link a taxi man. You hear what the taxi man tell me say? There's an emergency, and baby mother got baby. I say, yo, rain fall, him not working in rain. So he introduced me to our next taxi man. I'm there on General Wagwan. You know, say my baby mother out, because everybody knows it. she'll have baby. I asked him, say, you know, baby mother have baby, what you can do? You know, Lord, me just wake up, you know. You know, working on the rain, you know. You see me? So me run come around now and tell my baby mother, say, yo, no taxi man no want work on the rain, you know. So she said, call 911. Because she don't have no number for no taxi man. And me worse, don't have no number for no taxi man. You see me? So when I call 911 now, the police woman answer and I say, what's the emergency? So I say, you know, so my baby mother out to have baby. And she say, yeah. So you know, taxi man where you can call. And I say, mommy, the two taxi man them when I know when I call, say them not working on the rain. One time me and my baby mother ball out. So me go and move the curtain. First the water did bust, you know. And me never know when time I come in, you know. And she show me the water bust. Me for call the police. And when I call them, me hear she ball out. And when she ball out now, when me look, she never in no panty, you know. Brazil alone, she in the bed with. When me look now, me see the head shoe board. I'm like, Jesus Christ, the baby are born. So the police woman say, where say? Which part tell him? And then when born him start make noise, so she kind of hear him on the phone. So me she line up two policemen to come down. Then me ask her, what me for do, officer, what me for do? She said me for wash my hand, get a towel and wrap him up. Me I say, him not come out fully, but when me look, me say, like she ease up her leg. Me don't know if I push. But when me look now, me run come out. Me I say, me see the baby come out. Then she said, me for lift him up. Me say lift up, and me say him neighbor card string. She said, so where the mother do? And me say so she lie down. Them time that she do up herself too, you know, do up the bed and the sheet and everything, you know. Then me I say, mommy, me don't know where to do. So one night time me run come out and call Dana. That's one of my big woman friend. And she run come and I say, no Max man, take him up off my bed and put the baby pan her. You see me with the towel, so I make sure put her on pan her. Then the police come. When the police come now, police say, she don't have baby yet. But when him come in and look now, he say, no man, this need ambulance. So he call the ambulance, so the ambulance say, him tie up. So he say, come like me, go put a sheet in the car. You know when we give thanks for, the fan never turn on. Because if the fan they turn on, so you know, I don't know, if the police them never come in immediately too, I don't know what would happen. Because me, everybody has say, if the inside, you know, after birth, it cool up in her, she could have dead her. You see me? So me I say, I'm glad all the fan never turn on. I'm glad all the police them come in time. I say me to take her up and put her in a jeep. And put her in a jeep and then carry her. Then 5 minutes after, 20 minutes after I see them come back, I say they want her age and her name. Then last night, that first night, but then I'm out. Quick. The two said policeman then will come. I say come and say, baby mother in there. And I say, you know, she not come yet. And I say, officer, me give thanks, you know. Me give thanks my boss, because I not tell a lie. When they there for me, you see me, and man I say, him come to make sure say everything good with her.
And the baby is okay though?
Yeah, man, the baby is 100.
Okay, and her mother is recovering?
Yes,
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.